Hi guys, Steve Girardi here. Welcome to Steve Strings. Today I'll be giving you some sound samples from different types of effects pedals. The folks at iSET sent me a few effects pedals to check out, and I'm going to share them with you today. There are 4 pedals we'll be looking at today. The first of these is a distortion pedal. The next one we're going to be looking at is going to be this fuzz pedal, which is a type of distortion. This next one we'll be looking at is another type of overdrive pedal called a dumble pedal. The final pedal we'll be looking at is a Cyclone Loop pedal. So let's go ahead and check them out. First, we'll look at this distortion pedal. Alrighty, I've got the distortion pedal plugged in, and to test it out, I'm using this Cigar box guitar that a guy, Chad Fish, built for me, and I'll put a link up here to the video where I unbox this instrument from him. So this pedal we're looking at, it of course has the button for stepping on to turn it on or off, and then it has 3 buttons. It has one for tone, for level, and for gain. And I'll go ahead and play around with each of those. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust the tone. So you can see how that affects that. I'll put that kind of neutral now. And then we'll look at level. All right, I'll leave that sort of in the middle. Then the last one here is gain. It's turned off and all the way up. I'll put basically all of those sort of in the middle. I like that. Well, you can certainly rock out with that distortion pedal. Let's go ahead and check out the fuzz pedal next. Now we'll be checking out the fuzz pedal. Like the previous pedal, this one has 2 small knobs. One is for volume, one is for tone, and one is for sustain. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to put these sort of in the midway point right now. And we'll adjust the volume. It goes up and down. The tone. All right, that I went back and forth with that. And then finally the sustain. So more overdrive. Okay, we'll put these in the middle now for both of those and see what these sound like. Let me adjust the volume here a bit on my guitar. All right, here we go. So again, that's the fuzz pedal. Again, it's a kind of distortion. You can certainly rock out with that one as well. Now let's go ahead and check out the dumble overdrive pedal. All right, let's look at this dumble overdrive pedal, and I'll show you what this one looks like. Again, you can see it has different knobs there, one more knob than the other two. Again, these are volume, in the middle is voice, and then there's tone, and then of course there's this large button here is for the gain. So let's go ahead and check that out, see what that sounds like. And to start these off, I'm going to put these all just sort of in the middle. All right, adjust the tone. Adjust it a little bit. Look at the voice. All right, that does change that certainly. The volume, plainly, that works. And then for the gain, okay. All right, so a slightly different kind of distortion. Let me go ahead and find some settings here. Turn that up, and that up, and that up. So there you have it. That is the Dumble Overdrive pedal. Now let's go ahead and check out the Cyclone Looper pedal. Okay, so I've got this loop pedal plugged in here and turned on. I've been playing around with it a little bit here to see how this works. Basically, when you want to record, you step on the button. Once you step on the button, it starts recording. When you step on it again, it stops recording and begins the loop. And then it says here to stop and delete the loop, you just double tap and hold the foot switch, or to delete the loop entirely, when you unplug it, it says press and hold the foot switch when it's unplugged, and that will basically clear it back to neutral. So let's go ahead and see if I can get something looped here. There we go, it's looped. So there you have it, 4 different effects pedals. I've still got some learning to do with each of these, particularly the looper pedal. I've been playing around with that, and what I'm finding is it's a timing issue. If you want to get the loop right, you really have to time that step right. So that's something I need to practice on. But I'll tell you right now, these 3 different types of distortion pedals, the plain distortion, the fuzz, and the dumble, they're kind of interesting. And I'll be playing around with those more to get a feel for the possibilities of them, with both my cigar box guitars, my other acoustic electric guitars, as well as my acoustic electric ukuleles. If you have some experience with these particular pedals or other types of pedals, I'd like to hear what your experience has been and how you've kind of learned to utilize them to get a particular tone that you're looking for. I hope you found today's sort of review video helpful for you. If so, please give a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos of the instruments I build or the reviews I do, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.